Hello, guys. I'm going to wait for notifications to go out. Say hello as you're popping on. Who's ready to start learning and earning? Hello, guys. Say hello as you are popping on. We'll get started in just a few moments. I'm like waiting for all the notifications to go out. They're rolling out really slow from YouTube to system.io. So I'll just give it a few moments. Hello, guys. Say hello as you're popping on. We're getting ready to get things started. All right, I'm seeing eyeballs now. Just waiting for the notifications to go out. Hello, guys. So as you can see from the title, do this if you want to make some money before 2025. Two reasons. Number one, because what I'm going to break down and share with you today absolutely works. And number two, like why wait? Like why decide to put off for 2025 what we can begin doing today, which is going to do two things for us. It's going to help us, for lack of better wording, it's going to help us close the year strong. But also what's bigger than closing the year is it's gearing us up and it's helping us to build momentum going into 2025. And even though when the clock ticked over on January 1, 2024, I felt like I was starting from scratch. It was the momentum that I built up going into 2024 that made such a difference. It's why on January 1, 2024, it was a Monday, it was a holiday. There was every reason to decide to take the day off. That's the exact reason why I uploaded my very first piece of content for the year. And it's the exact reason when my feet hit the ground on that day that I decided that we're not taking days off. Like we're going to go hard right from the beginning. And so if I can help you, number one, get solid on a plan that you can begin working now, you will be unlike a lot of people that are trying to figure things out on January 1, 2025. Number two, you'll have a great deal of momentum behind you and working for you. All right. The plan that I've been breaking down for the past, few weeks, the steps that I have been showing, the mindset, the methodology around why and how all of this can work, no matter where you are. It's designed to get you in taking massive action. It's designed where between now and the end of the year, you can have 100 plus pieces of content out there working for you. And when I say 100 plus pieces, because it just depends upon what platform you choose and how you decide to show up prolifically on that platform, right? And so if you decide to create one piece of content today and send out one email every day to the email list that you're going to begin growing, that right there, right, is like 200 pieces of content. And the reason why all of this is so important, please write this down. All right. We're just warming up right now. So if you're popping on, say hello. Would love to say hello back to you. Right. Grab your notes because your notebooks because you're not going to want to miss anything. But the reason why every single content piece matters and getting in as many content pieces as possible in condensed time frames and consistently over time and deciding to be a prolific force in your business is because you never know. Write that down. You never know when that person is going to finally open up an email and or finally click, or when they will finally have the opportunity to watch one of your videos, or when YouTube will finally show it to that one person who's been looking for exactly what you have to offer and looking for someone like you to show up. You don't know if someone's been behind the scenes, not saying anything, stacking their coins so that they could buy or invest in whatever it is that you're selling. You never know. And this is exactly why so many people struggle and ultimately fail, is because they give up too quickly and they also don't do enough. I'm going to say it again. This is exactly why so many people either struggle, right, or ultimately fail, is because number one, they don't do enough, or they give up too quickly. Over this year, not only have the majority of my sales come from people that are discovering me in real time. I'm sure there are people probably right in the live chat right now that will say, yes, Steph, I discovered you, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, or, the day I discovered your content, right, I made my buying decision, or I knew I was going to buy, or I began stacking my coins, right? I'm telling you, because they tell me these things during office hours, right? So I know. However, there are also people that have sat on my email list since the beginning of 2024, meaning they found a video in January or February. They've been on my email list and they just are making buying decisions now, right? I just had a customer and I use this as an example to one of my mentees, right? I have a person that just purchased a couple of days ago, whenever the last day was I went live, Thursday. And I remember these things because I pay attention to my business. That is why I know what works. That is why I'm telling you the things I share with you, right? They are the things that will make you money if you'll just decide to stay the course and actually do these things. But I had someone purchase on Thursday after I went live, like directly after I went live. And when I didn't recognize the email, like I often don't, I went back and I'm like, oh, wow, this person opted in and requested information way back in January, like the beginning of January. And here we are, right, almost 10 months later, and then they decide to purchase. And when I looked at the email log, they were opening up emails here and there. They weren't clicking on a lot of things. They weren't clicking and joining my live streams from my emails. They might have been joining my live streams directly from YouTube, right? But I'm like, again, and for me, that was a big reminder. And I used it, right, to help one of my mentees realize this is why we become a prolific force. This is why we constantly do. This is why we fill our business with valuable, useful, helpful content, because we never know. Again, let's see if that makes sense again. Because we never know. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay. There we go. Right? So important. So the plans that I've been sharing on my YouTube channel and when I go live and the steps that I've been breaking down, I want you to make a special note. They work if you work them. They will help you make money. I don't share anything that's not designed to help you make money if you decide to do them. Create a routine around them, not just do them every once in a while, because they will not work for you, right? If that's the mindset you go into this with. They work because you intertwine them with consistency. You intertwine them with persistency, right? So we're not just consistent, because would you agree a video once a month for 12 months is consistent, right? I've consistently uploaded a video once a month for 12 months. The person who will likely have more success is the person that is consistent, right? But also persistent, right? They're doing it in less time frame, right? They're doing more of the same thing more often. Write that down. They're doing more of the same thing. They're working the routine, right, more often. And again, why so many people struggle. They'll hear these things. They'll say, oh my gosh, Steph, this plan is brilliant. Steph, you broke it off. Steph, you laid it down. Oh my gosh, right? But then they won't step back, create the plan for themselves, and actually work it and see it through for 12 months. I know this works because at the first of the year, I decided to be way more dependent on my productivity than my outcome. Every single day, I was more focused on what I'm doing and perfecting what I was doing, getting better at my messaging, knowing my ideal buyer better, right? Like getting more solid on my business model, on my business plan, on all of the details for I got better, and I was more dependent upon my productivity than I was worrying about the outcome. Because I did that, I made way more money, right, than I'm accustomed to making in this fashion in my business. But because I became dependent upon my productivity and I created routines that I would work and run routinely, right, consistently, every video that I've added to YouTube just in 2024 alone, right, I can fairly say I'm earning $1,500 plus, it was like a little bit over that per video that I've contributed to YouTube this year. So that's my weekly uploads. That's the live streams that I've been doing twice a week. Every piece of video content that I've contributed to YouTube this year is averaging $1,500 per video. Now, there might be some people out there saying, well, Steph, during first quarter of 2024, right, I did 10 videos. Now, how come I didn't earn $1,500, or how come I didn't earn any money from those videos? Because again, you never know. Now, while I can say, right, my earnings based upon the videos that I've done, that my videos are averaging $1,500, right, per contribution. Do I know to a science how much has truly been earned per video? No, I don't. I can't say so-and-so joined because of this video. I don't have that technology in my business. However, I can tell you for certain that if I would have done my routine in the first quarter and not earned all that I thought I should have earned and messed with my plan the slightest bit, like stop doing more, stop doing it all. If I would have messed with my plan, then those videos would have likely, right? Again, I certainly would have earned what I've earned this year. I've earned this year because I have a mindset and a methodology of literally, I don't know. I don't control when people take out their debit or credit cards. I don't control when someone clicks on a link in my email and decides today's the day I'm going to buy. I don't control when they decide, you know what, I think I'm going to pop over, right, and watch her live today. I don't control those things. What I control is creating the content to make it accessible and available for people that do want to click, that say, you know what, I'm not doing nothing today. I've been on this chick's list all year. I'll watch her live stream today. And then that live stream, for whatever reason, being the piece of content that they needed or being the piece of content that inspired them to take action today. You guys, I share things like this because there is always a difference between those that are earning and those that are not. And even with what I just shared today, we could end this live stream and I've given you enough to think about when it comes to your business and or starting your business, right? To really begin to intelligently speculate on why you are where you are if you're not succeeding, and what to start doing if you do want to start succeeding. There is always a difference. Always, always, always a difference. And so much of the difference is between those that decide to really take on what I'm sharing here, be responsible about it, understand that if I'm going to earn, it's up to me. And to be able to say, yeah, like I don't have X amount of video pieces of content like Steph does. So I shouldn't expect to make the money that she makes. I shouldn't expect to have built the brand that she built. I shouldn't expect to have gotten better at my messaging and better at my content like she has. I shouldn't expect to have evolved this year because either I never got started, I kept giving up, I kept deviating from the plan, I consumed content way more than I did. Am I stepping on toes? Right? Because the fact of the matter is, if you're not where you want to be, one of those dynamics is true for you. You either never got started, you consumed way more content than you created, right? And the fact of the matter is, we probably all consume way more than we create. I probably have consumed way more than I create, right? But you've consumed more than you've taken action, fair to say. How can you evolve if you're just sitting on the sidelines? How can you grow if you're just sitting on the sidelines? Right? Like, how can anything happen for you if you're not the catalyst in the success that you desire? All right. So if you don't have them already, grab your notebooks, grab your pens. All right. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do if you want to start making some money before 2025. Because again, what I share works if you'll just do it and create a routine between now and the end of the year. And because why wait? Like, I don't understand. Why wait? Why keep putting it off? What's going to change by putting it off? What's going to be different between now and 2025? There's no excuse you likely can give that makes a lot of sense in terms of why it's going to be different. Like, literally, you just have to start. Like my mentor always says when it comes to videos, you just got to press record, right? Like you just have to start. All right. Hello, you guys. Hello, the analyzer. Hello, Victory Glow. Hello, CJ. Hello, Beam Me Up. Hello, Veronica. Hello. Oh, you're traveling. Awesome. I hope it's for good reasons. Hello, Megan. And hello, anyone else that's out there joining us live today. Grab your notebook, grab your pens. All right. So right at the top of your notebooks, right? Do this. Okay. Do this, whatever your name is, if I want to start earning, if I want to start making some money before 2025. Okay. Everything I share is either an evolution of the plan that made me my initial 28 sales in my first 30 days as a complete beginner. And I've met very, 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 very few people who were at more of a disadvantage than I was when I got started. The internet was still pretty much new in terms of earning and making money online. Very, very, very little instruction at that time. Like it was really designed for the person that was going to latch on to what was already working and decide to like grassroots this thing. So when I say you likely have a way bigger advantage than I did, because I was nowhere online outside of having fun building like GeoCities websites and stuff, totally dating myself. Right? I spent time searching and I spent time trying to figure out how to learn. And when I found a way to learn and I found some people, right, that were great examples, I started doing what they did, right? And I started getting my own unique level of results, which is why in 30 days, I made 28 sales. So the plan I teach you, it's for the person, right, that's just getting started. It's for the person on the struggle bus. It's for the person that needs a routine. And that's why I can vouch for it and say it works. And then clearly over all of these years, there's lessons I've learned, there's mistakes that I've made. So my plans evolved, right? And so I make it relevant for the times that we're in right now. All right, who's ready? Let me know if you're ready. All right. So this live stream was inspired based upon a lot of questions that I get. Actually, not a lot of questions. A lot of people, right, like throwing this question at me. All right. I had a most recently, right, a customer, a mentee, right? And here's the question. And let me know if any of you guys have felt this way or feel this way right now. I'm all set up, right? Meaning like maybe you have your funnel set up, you know what you want to sell, like you feel like you have the infant structure of your business set up. And Steph, I know I got to create content. Like I hear what you say, but I don't know how to create content, right? I don't know what to create. Okay, you're like, Houseway, like I don't have the answers, but I'm here today to tell you, you in fact do have the answers. You in fact do have the answers. Please write that down. You do have the answers. Okay, and I'm going to help you with this today. We're very specifically help you with this today. All right, it's really important. Okay, so I just mentioned, I get this question a lot from people, right, that do the work to begin to learn. They get their business set up, right? They have the funnels. They have the infant structure, right? They build that brick and mortar business, right? They have the kiosk, they have the storefront, but they're like, Steph, now what's the next step so I can start making some money? So it's important. If you're not that person, it's important that you decide to make sure that you have all the important elements set up inside of your business. So very, very quick checklist. Okay, make sure that you have a money getting system with a capture page. All right, your money getting system should have a capture page, a sales page, an order form, checkout form, and a fulfillment page. Okay, it should be backed by an email marketing system. And that email marketing system, for starters, right, should have a welcome email campaign, right, of anywhere between 15 to 30 emails instantly in there. So as you begin to work your plan, you know that every single person that requests information about your digital product, that they're getting followed up with properly without you really having to do too much thinking about it initially. All right. Because the most important part about making some money between now and 2025 is mass exposure. Someone write that down. And I don't mean virility. You don't have to go viral, right? We're not talking about that. But it's massive action, right? So that you begin to get discovered by brand new people every single day. But we want to get discovered by brand new people every single day. And we want to have a small percentage of them latch onto what we're saying. And for that to be enough for them to feel confident in making a buying decision with you. Again, that's how I made 28 sales in my first 30 days, is that I found a way to show up, create content every day for 30 days, and that content I created be enough to get me sales. Because in those first 30 days, guess what? I didn't have a money getting system. All I had was a sales page for the opportunity that I had began to learn from and then set myself up to earn from. So those 28 sales came exclusively from people that discovered me on YouTube during those first 30 days, and whatever the content was they were exposed to, it was enough to get them to my sales page and for a percentage of those people to make a buying decision like that. All right. And so the reason I say your welcome email campaign, a minimum of 15 to 30 emails is because you do want to, again, evolution of my plan. You do want to make sure that as you're taking action and creating exposure and people are opting in, you don't want to have to think about, oh my gosh, now I got to start sending emails. You at least want to know that there are emails being sent for a minimum of 15 to 30 days automatically. And so that you can put the main focus on getting out there and getting exposed to brand new people, because brand new people and even those that subscribe, right, or follow you, depending upon your platform, right, a combination of brand new people and those revisiting you, that every single time you create a piece of content, you're giving your business an opportunity, right, to make some money. Let me know if this is making sense. All right. So if you do need help in getting all of this set up, you're like, Steph, these final months, this last quarter, right? I want a money getting system. I want to start building my email list. I want to set myself up to start making some money. All right. But I don't even know how to get started. Okay. GoProWithSteph.com. The link is down below in the description, right? That is your BFF. That is where you will get everything that you need to help you learn and to help you get set up. You'll have your free resources, you'll get your free funnel, you'll get the instructions, and you'll get weekly mentorship to guide you, right? Every single week between now and the end of the year. So as you have questions, you need guidance, you need feedback, right? You want some help, you have it every single week included at GoProWithSteph.com, right? Again, showing up to help you make some money, all right? So now let's talk about once those things are in fact set up. Okay, how are we? What do I need to do, Steph? You said if I do this, right, this will help me make some money. Number one, all right. Oh, shoot, I forgot to open something. Give me 1 second, you guys. Where is it? I am so sorry. I totally forgot. I in my notes, I said, read this, and I totally forgot to bring it open, to open it up. It will just take me a minute. Here we go. All right. Let me know if you've gotten something from today so far. Like if you already see, right, you're like, okay, I have some ideas, right, around what I need to do to start getting set up. All right. So what I'm going to read to you, it actually comes from a blueprint that I created that stemmed from the beginning of my journey. And I created this to help people, right, start making money. All right. So this part of the blueprint says, let's first start by talking about making money with this blueprint. All right. So the reason I wanted to share this is because the idea is, first off, I sell a digital marketing course. I sell a digital product that gives people the license rights to sell it as their own. All right. And one of the key elements that I know a lot of people struggle with is, again, once they get set up, like, okay, what's the mindset? How do I get out there and start making money, right? By selling this product as my own, if I've never made money, if I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, if there are already other people out there. Again, we're going to rectify all of that. All right. So I'm going to break this down. It's going to help you a ton. It's why I created this blueprint. Okay, it says, so as you dive in, and as I talk about this, I want you to envision diving into the digital marketing course. All right. As you dive in, begin to learn and acquaint yourself with what is shared here. So in this instance, what is shared in the course, what you're beginning to learn, what you're consuming, what you're taking notes on, the ahas that you're having, the discoveries that you're making. All right. The expectation is that you first apply it directly to your business, right? So the first expectation is during that first week when you're beginning to learn, right, that you are figuring out how you're going to apply those things directly to your own business. Okay. You're becoming a product of what you're actually going through. You're becoming a product of the digital marketing course. All right. Now, as you're doing that, share your journey through the various strategies you'll learn, again, within the course, and begin to be a resource. You guys, there are key words here that if you really understand them, you'll realize that none of this is about being a guru. None of this is about having to arrive at someplace first before you can start helping people. None of that, when it comes to this money-making niche that we're in, says that. It's about being a resource for others who want to learn how to make money online and build a real online business the right way. It's so funny, again, like I always say, when I repeat myself over and over and over again and share these things over and over and over again, I feel some kind of way about it. But even in this instance, I'm reminded of someone I'm mentoring right now who, again, every time I share these things, it always reminds them that they're trying to do too much. It always reminds them that they get to make it simple. It reminds them that they're trying to make it too hard when all they have to do is begin to be a resource and to begin to share what they're learning and what they're experiencing and even their excitement around what they have their hands on. This idea right here was enough to make me my initial sales when I first got started. Initial sales means a boost in confidence. You begin to believe you can do this. Guess what? You are willing to work harder in your business. Write this down, please. It is so important that you set yourself up to win sooner versus later. You need to give yourself some wins. That's why massive action and actually having a strategy behind what you do is so important, right? Because it will help you get those initial wins. Okay, whether that's opt-ins, whether that's initial sales. Like I want the initial sales for you for sure. But again, often, like I said, people don't do enough, right? And or they're not doing it the right way. They're making it harder for themselves, right? So even if you feel like I've heard this before, if you don't feel like you are set up to make all the money you want to make or to make you some money between now and 2025, right? Like, why not just decide? Why not just try, right? I know there's no try, it's either do or do not. I get that. But like, what if we just take a step out and just say, you know what, Steph, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try being a resource. I'm going to try to stop making this so hard. Or if you have never gotten started for fear of not knowing what to do, what if you just say, you know what, Steph, fine, right? I've been watching your videos, watching your lives, reading your emails. You know what, fine. I'm just going to go ahead and buy the course. I'm just going to go ahead and buy this learn and earn product so that I can actually see how this will work. I can put this to the test. Because again, this is exactly how I made my first 28 sales online. And it's exactly what I do to this very day. I'm just a resource. Do I have many more years of experience than a lot of people out there? Yes, but I'm still a resource at the level that I'm at. I'm not out there trying to teach people how to make $1 million in a year. I'm not out there trying to teach people how to do $50,000 months. Why? I'm not a resource in that way. I haven't done it for myself. So you see what I'm saying? You see how we're always a resource. So when I was first getting started, what did that look like being a resource? I talked about where I was in life right there, working full-time as a nurse, knowing I wanted more. I talked about where I wanted to go, which was I wanted to make this my new way of life. I was willing to take people on the journey. And I talked about what I was learning, what I was discovering, how excited I was to find a new way, opposed to the things I had been trying prior. right? I shared my dreams. I shared my aspirations. I talked about how I was so thankful this came into my life, right? Again, I was just a resource to people that were looking for someone to be their inspiration and to offer something that could be the right thing for the right time for them. I didn't talk about making money when I had made money. Now, when I had made my first sales, guess what I started doing? Talking about how YouTube, right, positioned me to make my first sales. When I learned how to start creating capture pages, guess what? I talked about the importance of having a capture page. When I started building my own community, I talked about how to start leveraging conference calls, right? And how to start building your own community. I literally taught people in real time as I was discovering things, right? That I was discovering for the first time and that I was learning and that were working for me. Right? So initially all I could do was be a tour guide. Before I made my first sale, I was just a tour guide. Like, I'm so excited about this thing. This is why. And that this is why part is what people could identify with. And that's what made them want to buy. Because that this is why I'm so excited bit, it resonated with them, right? From a place of, wow, Steph, I desired the same thing. Because at that time, I really couldn't solve problems. I wasn't an expert. I just knew I was excited about something. And if you are where I am in life right now, right, and you're excited too about this, and you want to go on this journey with me, why not try it? Why not click the link? Why not buy it? Right? It's only X amount of dollars, right? And so I spoke to people's desires. And please write this down. So again, if you want to make some money between now and 2025, like, that's your superpower right now. Because the time of year we're in right now, people are realizing they're not where they want to be. I should have gotten started sooner, right? I wish that I had videos out there that were, earning me $1,500. Or heck, I wish I had videos out there that were earning me $500 per video. Like, people they're hearing, they're reflecting, right? And they're trying to set themselves up to have like the best year ever in 2025. So when you know what people want and you speak to that, right, you make buying from you a heck of a lot easier, because people would rather buy things that are going to help them with their desires, because they're not focused on solving their problems. They're working on what they want. So again, solving problems, right, comes from almost a negative place, right? I'm going to buy a product that's going to help me lose like my next 25 pounds. I'm going to buy that product before I buy a product, right, that says something to the degree of like, you've been failing at your weight loss all this time, and here's why. I don't want to buy that. Don't tell me why I've been failing, right? Help me lose 25 pounds. That's what I'm going to buy. And oftentimes in this space, we are taught, and I talk about it too, but there is a time and a place to solve problems. You want to make some money between now and 2025. Make every piece of content you create designed to speak to the desires of the person you want to help. Right? So like, let's say that someone was like, hey, Steph, like they text me, hey, Steph, right? Maybe it's a person from church or, just someone I know locally. They're like, Steph, like, I've seen your videos. I'm checking out what you're doing. Would you mind having coffee with me? Right? And teaching me your ways. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to say, like, I'm here to help you make some money. Right? And they're like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm not going to sit down and say, like, let's talk about why you haven't gotten everything you want in life yet. They don't want that. Not initially. Right? They want me to break down the plan that I am working that's helped me earn X amount of dollars, right, from the comfort of my home in a few hours a day. They want that, right? That's what's going to get them excited, leaning forward, taking notes, asking, well, how much is it to get started? Versus, all right, first off, let's talk about why you haven't gotten everything you want in life. There will be a time and a place for that, and it might even be interjected in our conversation. But I'm not going into it with that. I'm grabbing their attention with the fact that you want this. Guess what? I'm your girl. I'm going to show you exactly how to get it because I've done it for myself. Y'all, is this making sense? Are you seeing how you could get to the money faster, right? If you go into it differently, if you're just getting started, and if you're struggling, if you fix some things, right, with what it is that you're doing. Okay. Another plug for my Digital Profits U community. All right. We are a learn and earn community. We give you access to the training. We give you access to weekly mentorship. We give you access to a license so that you can sell this exact same process for yourself and earn $500 every single time you do. Okay. This Monday is my monthly training call for my personal customers. All right. I'm going to help you in a deeper way with the things I'm talking about today. All right. So again, if you want to hang out, you want the training, you want the community, you want to be able to ask questions, right? You want confirmation, you want clarity, right? You want to walk away knowing not only do you have a plan and all the nitty gritty details that I can't share here, and also to know that that's great, I have the plan, but to also know you get to turn up every single Tuesday to ask questions and to get the guidance to help you in taking action. All right. GoProWithSteph.com. Link is down below in the description. All right. That's your BFF. That's the move we're making. That's where you go to get what it is that you need, right? If you're sensing, okay, Steph, you're my inspiration. I want to do what it is that you do. I want to go where you're going. I want the help. I want the guidance, all the things. All right. Stepping further into the blueprint. As you share your journey and what you are learning, discovering, this course, right? This thing that I have for you can be something that you share with them to help them earn. Just like I'm sharing it with you now. So just like I'm sharing this with you now, or for anyone that's already purchased it, just like you purchased it from me, y'all, this is the powerful part right here, because many people don't mentally equip themselves for this next part. Set yourself up so others can purchase it from you in the same way. I recommend taking the steps within this course because they're all there for you. In this guide, I say I recommend taking the steps that are within this guide, because in this guide that I created, right, I give some very simple ways of getting out there and beginning to get traffic, beginning to build your brand, beginning to take action, right? So I recommend taking the steps that you'll learn about creating, right, a money getting system and setting one up for yourself. In the course, guess what? We give you a done for you money getting system, and we give you an entire module that walks you through step by step, right? How to edit it and make it your own, how to plug in your payment processors, how to start accepting payment plans through Klarna, Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm. All right. Your fulfillment, we give it all to you. It's going to be the first thing that you do. And then allow people to pay you directly. You want to start making money between now and 2025? You better be set up to let people pay you directly. You better be set up, right? So if someone discovers you today, or again, I go live today, that someone that's inspired, you that's inspired can say, I want this. And guess what? I end up having a $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 day because I've inspired others, right? Through the journey that I'm sharing. People pay me directly, right? We set you up like a real business. So allow people to pay you directly, right? For what you're offering, and leverage it as a great first entry step to helping others with learning how to market and make money online. Y'all, that's the course I sell. That's this Digital Profits U community. It is a brilliant first step for those that want to learn how to make money online. Any of y'all out there, right, that are part of Digital Profits U, you have the course, you've been diving in, right? You experience the office hours on Tuesdays. Is this not a brilliant first step to learning how to make money online, how to get yourself set up, right? To have everything that you need to begin making money online, right? So not only do you get to experience it for yourself and learn and get set up from it, but as you begin to share your journey and talk about what you're going through, right? Your thoughts, your feelings, all these nitty gritty things, you get to tell other people or give other people the opportunity to buy this exact same thing from you as well, without ever having to set up a product from scratch. without ever having to figure out how do I monetize my expertise. But Steph, I don't feel like I have an expertise. I don't feel like I am a guru. I don't feel like I can help someone based upon what I know. What if I could tell you, right, that again, this experience you're going through is high in demand, that there are hundreds of thousands of people on any given day that are out there wanting to learn how to supplement their retirement by making money online, how to supplement their full-time income by making money online, how to start up a side hustle, even though I don't like that term, but they're out there searching for it because it's the hot buzz, right? How they can make extra money so they can start vacationing more often, how they can make extra money so they can send their kiddos to, a private school, right? Or how they can eventually fire their boss in 2025. They're out there searching for it. So the Digital Profits U community, this Learn and Earn digital marketing course, the idea around what we sell is in high demand. It's already proven. The people are already out there. Your buyers are already out there willing to buy this thing. If you'll get out there and share it with them in the right way. And this is the way that will help make you some money. Opposed to thinking, I don't know if somebody would want this thing from me, without having to go through the research, the market research process, right? I'm not saying to never do that, but I'm talking very explicitly to the person that's like, Steph, I want to make some money between now and 2025. Like, this is just the direct route. Like, if I'm being honest, it's just the direct route. It's going to help you position yourself in everything that you need to start making some money. And then later down the road, once you realize, like, wow, I can build an audience. People will listen to me. They will buy from me from the stuff Steph shared with me really worked because I finally did it. And guess what? Now you just might have the confidence to turn whatever the expertise might be that you either been wanting to bring to the marketplace, or maybe you will experience, right, another aspect of expertise because of what you learned here. And you can decide to build something totally unique of your own from that. Because again, you'll have the sauce, like you'll know what it takes. All right. The steps, explanation, and resources are gold. Okay. For someone desiring to get set up for online business success. Be a true product of this Make Money Online community, this Digital Profits U community, this Learn and Earn digital marketing course. Again, I can tell you for certain that's an area where so many people struggle. They're never really a product, right? They try to move way too fast, meaning I bought it, I can get it set up, but they never become a product. So they don't really feel like they have a journey to share because they haven't dove in, they haven't consumed the lessons, they haven't gotten excited, right? Looking at, matter of fact, one of my customers here, right? They also did mentorship with me, for 30 days. And one of the things that I love that she shared, she's like, as going through this, like there were things that I've learned. I think she was referencing email marketing. And she's like, my husband and I, like, we can take what I learned here to help us with another business we're building. Do you guys, you see what I'm saying? So that's an example of sharing your journey. Getting out there and allowing people to realize, no matter what kind of business you want to build, if you want to use the internet, you've got to know what's in here, right? And before buying this course, I didn't know this about setting up an email, or I didn't know this about email marketing. But now that I know this, it can help me not only with selling this course, but it can also help my husband and I in this aspect of the business that we're building as well. You see, it's everything you're experiencing when you decide to become a product of this. Your excitement naturally goes through the roof when you begin to realize the potential. And that's what happened to me when I first got started in 2007, where I went from an MLM network marketing background that I began to loathe. Okay. Literally almost divorced because of MLM and network marketing, because I was working so hard, never home, and I was not delivering upon the promises, right, that I said that industry was going to give us. So when I came online and I was learning about attraction marketing, and I was learning about, put yourself out there and call people in, and not having to ask for the sale, and not having to do in-home presentations, not having to be dark house. Like all I could think about was like all of the crap that I went through, and to know, wait a second, you're giving me the desires of my heart without having to do that stuff. Why not try it? Why not start doing some videos? Like, why not start doing this attraction marketing stuff that you're talking about? And when I made my first sale on day number 3, I so vividly remember, right? Driving home from work, coming home, realizing I made the sale. And my first thought was, somebody will buy directly from a piece of like video that I do, a piece of content. It blew my mind that someone who did not know me would buy from a website just because I did a video. I was like, they're right. There is a better way, right? Like there is a new way. You can't make those discoveries when you're not a product, right? In this instance, like of this digital marketing course that you want to sell other people. It's not good enough to sell them, oh, it's MRR, oh, it's done for you. All that lingo that those that are not succeeding are out there using, all of those sales strategies and tactics that those that are not succeeding are out there using, that's not the vibe. And if there are people out there succeeding because they're using that, right, it's not the long-term vibe. All right, being a product, again, of what it is that you're doing and inviting other people to purchase something that they don't have to create, that's going to also help them get a fast start and help them make the discoveries that you're making. Again, it's kind of like you're passing on the experience to another person, right? You can't tell me, Steph, I like what you're wearing, and I tell you where to go and get it, and you don't go and get it, yet you complain about your wardrobe. You see what I'm saying? It's like little ways of thinking about what it is that we do, right? You can't say, Steph, I like your nails. And I say, oh, my nail lady is the bomb. And you decide to stick with the person you've been going through, yet you keep complaining that your nails don't look the way you want them to look. I gave you a choice. You said, Steph, I like your nails. And I said, go see my girl, Julie. You said, nah, I'll keep seeing the lady that I'm seeing. Right? And then you keep complaining. Y'all, that's what people do when it comes to making money online. They're out there searching. They want the information. They want the intel. Sometimes they'll make the investment, but then they never do, right, what they see the person winning actually doing. Y'all, we got to decide to do things differently. Again, if you want to make some money before 2025. Right? So I'm just curious. Like, I know you're here listening. That's fantastic. I'm so happy you're here. You likely are taking notes, and whether you answer in the live chat or you just speculate on it, right? But do you really want to make some money before 2025 is out? Do you really want to make your initial sales? Do you really want to make your initial dollars? If you've been making money, do you really want to make more money? Do you really want to ramp things up? Do you really want to get things started? Like wherever you are right now, whatever applies to you, do you really want it? And for all of us, right, what we did before that didn't work, are we willing to put that on the back burner and say, I can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result? Therefore, I'm willing to do something different. I'm willing to take your recommendation. I believe you, Steph. I trust you, Steph. I hear the conviction in your voice. Yes, I see why this plan works. And that right there is so big. To see why this works. Like, are you seeing why this works? Are you seeing why I created a blueprint around this that I used to sell for $100 a pop? Because I was selling people a plan that if they worked, it would work for them. I knew with certainty it would work for others because it worked for me, and it's already worked for other people I've helped throughout the years as well. All right. So be a true product, okay? And you'll find it easy to sell. Again, this course, you'll find it easy to sell, all right? This is exactly how I got my start in 2007 when I bought a little ebook, learned from it, shared my journey, and sold the ebook to others. That's literally how I got started. I bought an ebook, right, that led me into an opportunity. And then I learned from that ebook, and I went on to sell that ebook in my marketing. That's how I got my start. I didn't create anything outside of videos. I didn't create my own product. I didn't do market research. I didn't spend months and months and months trying to figure out my area of expertise. I didn't try to position myself as a coach. To me, this was the easier route. It's the only route I knew. I read something that appealed to me that was beginning to help me with what I wanted, which was to learn how to make money online. And then at the end of my learning, you tell me, I tricked you. This is the whole opportunity, right? And I say I tricked you like very, very funny, because it was a amazing surprise to get to the end of that book and to basically say, we have an entire process set up where you can get out there and share this exact experience with other people. Why would I make things harder for myself? I want to learn how to make money online. The ebook and the system satisfied that learning. It taught me. I didn't want to just learn for learning. I wanted to go out there and start making myself some money. Now you're telling me that I can, again, the same money I already invested to learn, you're saying I don't have to invest anything more right now, and that I can start earning by selling this to other people. Yo, that's what I did. I wish I could tell you I was making this up, right? To have a fun presentation for you, but I'm not. Like, this is my journey. It's how I got started. And through my 17 years, I've promoted and sold and created, and we have gone down so many different paths, all of it to lead back to learn and earn. Giving people a faster way to start learning how to make money online, and a faster path to start earning without having to figure out too much. And the reason I can say do this if you want to start making some money before 2025, because everyone is on a journey. You're on a journey right now. Something about your life brought you to YouTube to start watching content about making money online. That's a part of your journey. Deciding to purchase the course is a part of your journey. Consuming the lessons is a part of your journey. All of your thoughts, everything that's happening as you're consuming and taking notes and taking action, it's a part of your journey. Which means if you're on a journey and you have something to sell that will help other people that want to be on a like journey, your journey is enough to make you some money between now and 2025. Y'all, like, this is what I'm thinking right here. Give me just a minute. That's the thought I'm having right now. That's the thought I'm having right now. Actually, this is the thought I'm having right now. That's the thought I'm having right now. Because even with me saying what I already know to be the truth about all of this, I'm still blown away right now that it gets to be this easy. Someone needs to write that down. It gets to be this easy. You and we can always make it more complicated. Almost every single month, I talk myself down from complicating my business. And I remind myself, Steph, it gets to be easy. Like it literally, it gets to be this easy for you to make the money that you're making. Embrace it. Embrace it. So I already talked about how this strategy allowed me to make 28 sales in my first 30 days. So I know it works, right? If you'll trust the process and work it. Who is already being sold like on this whole idea? Who already, like, you're being sold and you're like, of course I can make money, right? If I just allow this methodology, this mindset shift, this new way of business, if I just allow this to be what I commit to. I was a product of that ebook, so it was easy to make the recommendation to sell it to others. I was a product of that first product that I bought online. So it was easy to make the recommendation, to sell it, and to invite other people to buy it. It was easy. Become a product of this. Become a product of Digital Profits You. Become a product, right, of this digital marketing course that we sell within our community. Be a product of the entire process. Use the instructions and use the resources to get set up, to create a marketing routine. And as you share your journey and connect with others, you'll find this to be a very logical recommendation to make. That's the business plan right here, you guys. This is the business plan right here. Oops, hold on one second. Oops, it didn't all go together, but it's okay. You'll get it. Okay, that's the business plan right here, okay? Replace the guide, right, with the community or with the digital marketing course, like however you're selling it, however you view it. Use the instructions, because all the instructions are there, right? 29 modules, 300 plus videos. You don't have to go through all the videos, all right, initially, okay? You don't, trust me. You can start earning by just initially going through the initial modules. And when you feel confident, oh my gosh, like I'm ready to go, you spend the second week getting your system set up, right? And then we fall into a routine of sharing our journey, helping other people, and then we're constantly a product. So we constantly find time throughout the week to log back in, to learn new things, refine our skills. We bring that back to the market and say, oh my gosh, can't believe what I learned. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, I can see how in the next year I'm going to fire my boss because like this online business stuff makes so much sense when you have all the right information. Do you see, even in that, I'm creating content right now. I'm creating content right now where if I was new, and you guys, here's the thing. I shared this with one of my mentees. She always, when she gets off my live stream, she messages me and she's like, oh my gosh, I came up with tons of content ideas, right? And it's because, believe it or not, that's exactly what I did when I was getting started. I would go on conference calls. We didn't have live streaming then. Conference calls, Google Hangouts. Anytime I was in an environment with people that knew more than I did, make more money than I was, my mentors, I would always leave the live experience and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I got to go tell people this. And more often than not, I would create a video right then and there, right? Again, because I'm never going to be more excited than I am right then about that kind of information. And because I've always been like a rough and ready, messy marketer, I wasn't worried about finessing it. I wasn't worried about giving myself talking points. I wanted to riff. Before riffing was a thing, I wanted to riff. I wanted to turn my camera on and share my experience, right, of that live environment that I was just in, what I just learned, my aha. Do you see why it wasn't hard to be magnetic when I was getting started? I was constantly excited about what I was a part of, and I was constantly sharing that excitement without trying to be perfect, without trying to, finesse it. I just wanted to share my excitement. And what I would often hear from people is, Steph, you're so inspiring, right? I can tell you want to help other people, right? Your energy's infectious. Like people could tell that I love what it was that I was doing. And y'all, you have to admit, in every area of our life, it's hard to not want to be around people, right? That are leveling up, that are going places, that are like excited, right? That are laughing. Like it's hard. Like if you're at the supermarket, right? And the people in front of you are laughing and having a good time and you're feeling some kind of way. It's hard not to kind of want to like ear hustle, right? Because you're like, well, I want to laugh too. Right? Attraction marketing, this style of marketing, right, allows you to just be excited about what you're a part of. And just to, again, create a business around that excitement. It's like run, tell that, right? This is the business plan. This is the business model right here. All right? Feel free to share your own story, right? To help other people, to inspire other people. Okay? In this instance, I talked about this guide, but in this instance, this course, this Digital Profits You community is designed for you to learn and earn with it. Like you have a license to leverage, right? The course, what you're learning, your experiences, your journey, to leverage our office hours, right? It's designed for you to learn from it, to grow from it, and to be able to make money from it all at the same time. You don't have to go and learn everything and take a gazillion years. This is not a master's program, right? This is a rough and ready learn and earn program. It's like, okay, coach, I've learned enough. Let me at them, right? That attitude right there will make you some money. I don't want to know it all. I want to know enough to turn my camera on, to do some reels, to do some videos, to do some shorts. I just want to know enough, right? To let other people know I'm excited and they got to get their hands on this too. That person right there can position themselves to make themselves some money in 2025. Why? Because you will go harder. You will create more. You'll be more prolific, right? You'll be more attractive. You'll be a magnet. That person right there, that kind of person is the prime person that dives into this digital marketing course, that participates in this community and decides to go and run tell that to help other people that are out there wanting to experience the same thing. Yes, again, I'm going to say it again, Victory Glow, right? It gets to be this easy. You know, it's funny. I'm going to share something with you guys. So going into 2025, I'm doing some really dope things for my own business. And I was writing out just some ideas. And at the end of what I wrote out, I said something to the effect of, I have something right here for you to, start diving into. And immediately I was like, and guess what, Steph? Like, you're not going to create a presentation for them. You're not creating anything for them. You're going to go to your library on YouTube and you're going to find something that you've already created, right? And that you're going to plug that in there to share your excitement about what you're doing. So you see how it gets to be that easy? I have a library of content that I've created that helps people make money, that breaks down the steps, that shares my excitement, right? That positions me as an authority. It positions me as someone, right, that you should listen to. It positions me as someone, right, that has made money doing the very thing I'm helping other people learn how to make money by doing. It gets to be this easy. You never have to do a presentation. This is not a presentation. This is me having some talking points, leveraging a digital product I created over a year ago, and being inspired, right, by the questions that I've been getting from people that are like, I'm set up, Steph, but I don't know how to create content. Yes, you do, boo. Yes, you do. And I just show up to reinforce, to remind you, or to help you realize it gets to be this easy. Your journey is your content. And then at the end, I just say, I'm thankful you got your hands on this as someone who can help a lot of people by following this guide and deciding to sell it to others. Y'all, that is how I view what I do, right? So like Victory Glow is a customer of mine. This is like, that's how I view it. I'm like, you know what, Victory Glow, I am so thankful that you got your hands on this course. Like, I'm so grateful that you invested in this course. I'm so glad that you're getting out of this course what you came to get out of it, right? Now you're someone who can help a lot of other people, right, with this information as well. Because you guys, the people are out there that need help with this. They're out there consuming the content, watching the videos, being confused, investing their money all over the place, right? The people are out there, right? So it's like when I saw the course, I'm like, I'm so excited. Like, we have another ambassador. We have someone else, right, that not only gets to finally learn how to make money online in a step-by-step way, right? But oh my gosh, we have another ambassador that gets to get out there, right, and reach another one. Write this down. Allow this to be like the philosophy of your business. Your business gets to be as easy as each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't like the word teach, right, each one, reach one, invite one. Each one, reach one, inspire one. Each one, reach one, right, connect, whatever. But like, that's how it is. It's like, tag. It's like, I was inspired. I learned from something. I got results. I'm out there sharing it with other people. Victory Glow buys it, goes through it, becomes a product, learns, takes action, wants to help other people. She gets out there. She sells. That's the party that we're a part of. That is what this is. Yeah, I don't know. This is just exciting, right? This is just exciting. All right. So do this. Do what I just shared if you want to make some money between now and 2025. All right, you guys, and then write this down as the formula. All right. So like, that was a lot. But do you know what that really is? It's a 4-part formula that all of those instructions evolved into when I realized what that was, right? So as I tried to position myself to help people realize how simple this is a formula that if you follow in everything that you do, like, you just can't get what I just shared wrong. The 4-part formula. Here's where I am. Everyone is here. Like, everyone is here in their life, right? So like going into 2025, a lot of my content is this is what I did in 2024, right? With the Master Resale Rights course, right? As being someone that sells it like nobody else sells it. That's where I am. And this is where I'm going. Okay. And I have a vision for where I'm going and how I'm doing it. Right. And my vision is always about the new person, always about the struggle bus person, because they're underserved out there. Everyone is talking above their head. Everyone is saying invest thousands and thousands of dollars into coaching packages that you're not ready for. And I realize that's not what you need. Been there, done that. It's not what you need. So I'm always, right now, for the next few years, this is where I see myself. Because I believe more people need to know it gets to be this easy if you want to make your first 6 figures online. It gets to be this easy. And I do it all organically at this point. 1 Master Resale Rights digital marketing course that I believe in, 1 main marketing strategy, 1 email list, and a routine that I follow every single week has helped me earn over $100,000 with 1 Master Resale Rights course. Where others are struggling, right? I figured out a plan and I've worked that plan. So I know it can be this easy. And my plan was exactly what I just shared with you. It can be this easy if you want it to be this easy. Or click off the live and go make it more complicated. Or keep doing what you've been doing that hasn't been getting you the results that you want. And unlike a lot of people, I don't just sell you the course. I don't just sell you the solution. I show up every single week as a part of the solution to answer your questions, to guide you, to mentor you, to support you, whatever it is that you need. I'm there. I don't just sell the support like a lot of people do, and then you're trying to figure out how to access it. No, every single week you get an email reminding you I'm here, show up, right? The support, the mentorship that you've been asking for, craving, wanting, it's here for you. So here's the formula. Step number 1, here's where I am. Step number 2 of the formula, here's where I'm going. You've got to know where you're going, because in your content, you're painting the vision for other people. So in your content, not only is it here's where I'm going, right? But do you want to go there too? Here's where I'm going. Like, isn't that why you're on my video? Isn't that why you clicked my reel? So it's like you're telling them here's where I'm going, because you know that they're resonating with it, because guess what? They want to go there too. And maybe they didn't know it was possible. Maybe they didn't know there was a way. And then you tell them, and this is how I'm doing it. Like, this amazing community, this amazing digital marketing course, right? It's helped me do X, Y, D so far. And over these next 100 days, over these next 3 months, over the next year, I see myself being job optional. I see myself replacing my income. I see myself doubling my income, because I don't want to leave my job, but I would love to earn an extra, right, $75,000 or an extra $100,000 on top of you paint the vision. And what does that do? Let's go back to one of the very first things that I said. Y'all, I don't say anything. I'm long-winded. I love having conversations. I love this stuff, but I never say anything like in vain. It all comes full circle. Why do we paint the vision? Why is that a part of the formula? Because not only is it expressing your desires for what you want and why you're doing this, but it's connecting with the desires of those that are consuming your content. I want to go too. Don't go without me. Where do I click? How much do I pay? I found the right person because I want to go there too. You share it enough in that way, you speak to enough and connect to enough people, right, at the desired level, you will make some money for yourself between now and 2025. I just don't see how you lose. I don't lose by doing business this way. I just don't see how you lose. Truly following this plan, I don't see how you lose. Okay. The third part of the formula, again, is the vehicle. right? Here's where I am, one. Here's where I'm going, two. Here's the vehicle taking me there. Here's what I believe in. Here's what I'm excited about. Here's what I'm so glad I got my hands on. And the fourth part of the formula, right, is all of the individual, like personal branding elements. Why I'm so excited, what I'm learning. Again, the journey part. It's the journey part. Here's what I learned on my mentor's live stream yesterday. Right? I watched this lesson in the course, and here's what I'm leaving with. I can't believe all these years I didn't know this would help me. I didn't realize I was missing this. I don't see why more people aren't doing this. It's the journey bit, right? It's the journey bit. So literally you write that out. Here's where you write that 4-part formula out. And every single time you get ready to do a video, you get ready to do a reel, like whatever it is you're doing, right? You get ready to write an email, right? You create it and then you check it against that formula, right? Am I talking about where I am right now? Because again, that's connective as well, right? Oh my gosh, I can remember. I'm there right now too. Wow, like I'm there too. They start to see themselves in it. Then it's up to them to, again, connect the dots and be like, well, Victory Glow said she's going to be here and she's using this vehicle. I can identify with where she is. I can identify with where she wants to go. Well, the missing element is I don't have the same vehicle. I can't go with her and I want to go with her. Guess what? Like Victory Glow did with me by purchasing this course after consuming my content and hanging around for some time. Guess what? Others will do that with you as well. Others will do that with Victory Glow as well. Because I'm telling you, this is the formula that so many people are lacking out there. Again, it gets to be this easy. You're welcome. Like finally someone's told you. And it doesn't get to be this easy because we've minimized what needs to take action or what needs to take place. It's because it gets to be this easy where we're not worried about finessing, over processing, thinking that we need, $5,000 equipment. It gets to be this easy because we're just sharing our journey. That's why. All right. Know what desire you are speaking to and how your product helps them get it. Use my video title for today as an example. Know what desire you're speaking to. I'm speaking to the desire, right, of those that want to make some money, specifically between now and 2025. Because trust me, there are people out there trying to figure out how they can do it. Is it too late? Do I have enough time? Don't I have to build up a brand first? Don't I have to build up a fat audience first? And I'm telling you right in my content, in my title, do this if you want to make some money between now and 2025. So again, I'm walking the walk, all right? And how your product helps them get it. And you see how in this video as an example, this live as an example, I just explained, right, how to make yourself some money between 20 and 25. I mean, between now and 2025. And I'm going to share this, okay? And I want you, again, do not take this as an income claim. Because matter of fact, I'm making zero income claim. I'm making no guarantees. But I see this only not working for the person that has even the slightest inkling that this won't work for them. I see this only not working for the person who even has a slight inkling that this won't work for them. And I say that because I didn't have the slightest inkling when I got started, even though I knew nothing and I was starting in the most minimalist of ways. I never once thought this isn't going to work. I never had an inkling that I was wasting my time. Never. Therefore, because there wasn't ever an inkling, nothing ever crept up and said, Steph, I think you've done enough. I think you've tried long enough. And so without that inkling, it's kind of like it takes all of the regulators, right? Like out of your system. It takes all the regulators out of your head. And it's like you feel empowered to just to go like ham. Like you're like, there's no, like the only thing that ever holds people back, right, is again, the speculation that this won't work. So I won't give it my all because if it doesn't work or when it doesn't work, I don't look like a total butt. No, I was willing to look however I needed to look because I knew it was going to work. Therefore, I blew this thing wide open. I wasn't afraid to do a video every single day. I wasn't afraid just to do what I felt I needed to do without anyone ever telling me you need to do this step. I just did what I felt like I needed to do. Right? And I did it full out. And therefore I succeeded. So for the person that even has an inkling, I'm not saying it can't work for you, but at some point you're going to have to buy into the plan. Is this helping? At some point, you have to create a level of knowing and certainty that there's no way you fail at this. And I'm telling you, that will free you up to doing whatever you've got to do to move this thing forward. Right? Monday. All right? I do my personal community training. All right? We're going to dive deep. There are some things I mentioned here where I just touched kind of the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to go deep because there is an element of my initial 30 days, my initial 30, 60, 90 days that I realized I've really never shared in a way where people get why I was so successful starting off. And I realized there's a disconnect with why people struggle now with creating plans and doing certain things. And I believe I'm going to free a lot of the community on Monday when it comes to this. That's just to start off the call on Monday. Then I'm going to give you a bunch of practical steps to take, right, to help you in building out this monster over these final months of 2025. So you'll practically, right, know what to do. You'll be able to create a checklist for yourself or a game plan for yourself, right, to be crazy productive and to be on point with your marketing over these final 90 days, right? Again, to help you get some money, to help you get your share, to help you fully step into this, right? If you need help, actually, let me go back and say that differently. If you desire help with getting your business set up quickly, all right, literally, let's get you going with everything that you need. Okay. Again, if you desire, like, you know, what's pulling at your heart. You're like, I have heard what I needed to hear. This makes so much sense. Let's go. Right. But you know that you need help with the instructions. You need to learn digital marketing skills. You need to begin to understand the business of online business. Like, you know, you need to be a part of this. And you would like the help in getting set up and getting your funnel going and everything that you need. We give you the funnel. We give you the instructions. We give you the email marketing sequence that you can begin using. We give you the mentorship. We give you the training on creating content. We give you the training on using YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, right? We give you what you need, right? So that you can, number one, start learning the business, get yourself set up. And by the end of week number 2, you're set up to begin working this attraction marketing plan. And then somewhere throughout your week, you find a little bit of time to log back into the training and to maybe refine some skills, to maybe learn some extra things. And the reason you want to do that is because that's part of sharing your journey. That's part of learning, right? Applying, becoming a product, and letting people know like what you're so excited about and why they've got to get their hands on this as well. And then on top of that, we give you the license so that you can sell this entire learn and earn environment as your own, right? Steph, what do you mean as your own? Like, it's not really mine. As your own means your own content, right? Your own messaging, your own branding, your own unique buyers. Right? You get to take ownership in the fact that I'm a part of this community, right? This is what I'm learning from. This is what I'm experiencing. This is what I love. This is what I get to plug into. And I get to make money from this without ever having to take all of these months to create something from scratch. You get to create your own sales system around it, right? We give you everything to get started, but you can evolve your business if you want to evolve it in a different way, knowing that you're simply selling people the training, the steps, the mentorship that so many desperately need to really begin to understand this. And then you get the mentorship as well, included every Tuesday, no additional costs, no additional charge. All right. I show up in the Zoom room and I'm there to answer questions, provide feedback and guidance, help you with the tech, help you fix things that you might break, there to, offer mindset stuff. And on Tuesdays right now through the end of the year, I'm also doing training during office hours as well, right? To help people with the plan that they're working to make them some money between now and 2025. So if this is making sense to you, if you're like, Steph, yes, I'm inspired, I'm empowered, right? Like this is what I needed to hear, then you are a lot like I was in 2007. When I was out there looking for a way to learn how to turn the internet into a place of making money because I was tired, right, of the process I was trying to work prior. And when it made sense to me, guess what? I took action. I took action on that which inspired me. And I allowed what inspired me, right, to be the very action steps in the process that I worked to inspire others. It's literally been my way of business, right, for 17 years. And all I can tell you is that going into 2025, it is only going to get better. So I encourage you to start getting your momentum on, right? Build you a money-making brand. Decide to be a prolific force during these final months. These are money-making months. Why? Because people desire. They desire change. And for those of us in the make money online space, now is the time to begin speaking to their desires and to let them know, right? We have a home for you. You have a safe space to learn all this stuff and to be supported. There is no reason why, even if you get started today, you cannot position yourself to start making some money again if you erase any inkling that this won't work for you and you truly buy into what was shared today as a plan that you can begin working. You stick with it, I don't see how you feel. All right, you guys, so the link is down below in the description if you are ready to get plugged in. When you get plugged in, and for anyone that's already a part of the course, right, a part of our community, right, just know, again, I've already sent out emails letting people know, mark the date and time, Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Another email will go out giving you the exact link to click on at 8 o'clock to join us live. All right, so our training hangouts are amazing because I have no time restraints. I do it once a month. Therefore, I'm going to show up. I'm going to train on what I have, and then we just open it up for people to ask questions, get feedback, share results, whatever. It's a training hangout. All right. And so, of course, you will be invited to that on Monday as well. All right. If you decide that, you know what, it's ready. It's time for me to take action. I am ready to take action. All right. You take the first steps, and your girl Steph in our community, right? We got your back. All right. And I'll share this final thing in closing. It kind of, again, encompasses all of this. Don't ignore the power of inspiration. Don't go out there being inspired. So like you leave here, you're like, I'm crazy inspired. I see this. But again, there's an inkling, but there's got to be an easier way. Or you feel like, but maybe I can save a couple of bucks if I go in this direction. Again, why do you think I know why do you think I know, right, this happens? Why do you think I know this happens? Number one, not only have I done it and regretted it, but number two, I get the message from people. They're like, Steph, I blew my whole money wad, but I want to do what you do. I can't help you. I sell something. You got to have the money. I talk about these things because I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm inspired. Steph, you're awesome, but I can save $5 by going this direction. Are you really saving $5? Right? Or are you just wasting whatever you're investing because you don't really have everything that you need? You're not saving if it's not getting you ahead. Don't ignore the power of inspiration, because when I was inspired and I followed that community when I first got started and I did what they did and I allowed their inspiration to be my business plan, what worked on me and got my attention, guess what? It worked for me as I began to implement. I embraced the power of inspiration and I allowed whatever inspired me to be the way I showed up in my business. All right. So believe it or not, what I shared today, right? I'm a prime example of walking the walk. That's why I could create that blueprint. That's why I can break things down in this way, because I exemplify exactly what I shared, because that's my framework. That's my blueprint. That's what I created for myself without even knowing I was creating something. And again, on Monday, I'll talk deeper around this, right? And by just doing some things and then ultimately realizing I created a whole framework and a business plan for myself, it's worked for others. Again, that truly, truly adapt it and erase any inkling that, well, Steph, maybe it worked for you, but it won't work for me. You erase that, right? You go full blown with this, you set yourself up, right? To not only make you some money in 2025, before 2025, you set yourself up literally to transform your business, which we all know can transform our bank account and our lives. All right. You take the first step. I got your back. I laid out the blueprint, right? I want to invite you and encourage you to follow it, right? And I hope that I get to celebrate your many wins and your successes between now and the end of this year. It's going to be a really, really great time within our community. And I really look forward to supporting you. More than anything, I really hope that you are leaving better than when you came and that this was time well invested. If you are ready to get started, all right, the link is down below in the description. Go pro with Steph.com. Click the link. All right. All of the information is there. And I do accept Afterpay and Klarna, right, as payment plans to help you in getting started now and being able to split up your payments over time. Right. Again, it just depends upon what Klarna and or Afterpay qualifies you for, right, or approves you for, right? But many, many, many people have been able to get started now because of these payment plans and begin to dive in. And yes, even if you get started with the payment plan, you get full access to everything as if you paid in full. All right. And guess what? In the training, you're going to learn exactly how to get that set up in your business as well. So literally everything you see me do, right, from my content to my funnel, right, to my emails, you're going to learn exactly how to do as well. That is why I love this learn and earn process and this community, right, that we've been blessed to build together to help other people be able to step into a more leveraged way of doing business and helping people get started a heck of a lot faster, right, than starting from scratch. You guys have a fantastic Saturday. Take action. I look forward to seeing you on our community training on Monday. And I look forward to welcoming, right, the new members, the new customers that decide, right, the time is now to get started. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Bye-bye.